my information. Google it, and you can see how people do it. Level 1 runs of Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and people beat the entire game, which, by the way, it is the hardest game on the block.
If y'all ain't seen this, anybody listening, if y'all ain't seen Dark Souls, check out some of his videos. You just die in that game.
Yeah,
like
that's
they literally put out a edition of the game called Prepare to Die.
Yeah.
Like,
no, and check this out.
It's ridiculous.
It's not just dying. They punish you every single time you die. So every single time you die, you lose more, and more. And you become weaker and weaker and weaker. So it is such an interesting and pivotal game mechanic that it changes you from being a slap-happy, sit-down and run the controller gamer to an active, intuitive hunter, warrior, knight. You have to think like the character that you're building. Yeah, you got to become what you're playing instead of you playing a player character like traditional games, right? Now you have to become that character. You got to know how a warlock or a wizard or a knight or a thief plays. A thief can't hit as hard as a knight, but it knows how to be astute. Wait in the corner, shoot an arrow, poison an enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's so dynamic in its approach that, hands down, current game, Dark Souls takes the cake for me.
Nice.
All right.
Go. Nice.
All right, best classic.
Best classic.
Your favorite.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy, Bo Nasty for this one, because this is a game that me and him played to, exhaustion. But it's a real big battle between Final Fantasy VII and Chrono Trigger. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Because Chrono Trigger, but I'm a lean towards Chrono Trigger because Chrono Trigger is quintessentially the best RPG of all time, to the point that it has never been replicated and it has never been changed.
Yeah.
To the point that Chrono Trigger is such a good game that even though it is an action RPG, which is something that hasn't been matched till this day, it also has multiple endings and has trees, story arcs, and it speaks to the very soul of man.
No, the story itself.
You buy the game now, it's super expensive.
Yeah, you can still find that shit for $60 for Super Nintendo. Like that's crazy.
Correct.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Because the Super Nintendo doesn't even cost $60 anymore.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, like he said, the multiple endings. Like I play that shit way too much.
Yeah, that game was.
I think I only got like 7 out of 10 or whatever that there is. Like it's ridiculous.
Nice.
So
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Trigger.
I like it. And now we're going to go with the underrated. Your little unsung hero.
Underrated RPG of all time, I got to say it's Legend of Dragoon. Now, I don't know if you guys have played this, but this was in that in-between era between Final Fantasy VII and Legend of Legaia. Legend of Legaia birthed the battle
Check
system.
it out. It's solid.
What?
Yeah,
Legend of Legaia birthed this battle system, where you had to input commands, and as you were inputting commands, your character would then execute them, right? But Legend of Dragoon took it to the next level, right? In Legend of Dragoon, you had to hit the right button at the right time to perform a combo, which brought the action, but it kept the turn-based RPG. Not only did it turn the formula of, the bad guy is the bad guy, but you almost feel that at the end of the game when you have to defeat the bad guy for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's like you become the good guy for the wrong reasons. It's like this. Would you kill one man to save 19?
That's where Fable stole that shit then.
Yep.
Because it makes sense.
Exactly.
Because Fable did that same shit to where you had that choice of whether or not you were going to be good or whether or not you were going to be bad. And if this game came out between that Final Fantasy shit, that means that shit came out before Fable did.
Yeah, exactly.
And they stole
that
shit.
It was 1997.
Yeah, they definitely stole that shit because Fable came out, 02 or some shit like that?
Yeah, it was like
correct.
For the Xbox.
It most definitely did.
And then you're overrated. What's that one that you just like, really?
Everybody told you to get it.
Yeah.
You were like, nah.
Hands down, Earthbound. I don't know if you ever heard of Earthbound, but Earthbound came out during the beginning of the end of the 8-bit era. Look, it's overrated, okay? I played it, and you know what? I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a little olive branch here. It's a good game. But for you to be shoving it down my throat, I understand that the passage, the passage into adulthood is a tough thing for little necks. But I got to tell you something. I don't need to be that depressed on that level. And guess what? Depression doesn't equal, straight up, it doesn't equal a good game. All I'm saying is it is a good game, but I don't need everybody in the gamer community shoving it down my throat to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna need an enema to get the rest of this out because this is terrible. It's really terrible.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, because I understand what you're saying on that, but like, I feel it is one of those classics. And
you had that look like, wow.
Well, yeah, because
it was like, what?
Dude, it was like a love letter for Americans to have a Dragon Warrior. Like, because I know there's a lot of people out there that may have played Dragon Warrior growing up, and it's very similar to that. Very, very similar. But
and I agree.
Yeah, he's right. It's just shoved down your fucking throat. It is.
That's because you said it was overrated.
Yeah.
I never said it was a bad game.
Exactly.
It's just again, people have over. I'm gonna give it to you like this. Look at Beyonce, right? Beyonce's a beautiful woman. Oh, she is gorgeous. But if I see her one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna uppercut Jay-Z's ghost. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it.
Oh, I love the way you put that, man. That is fucking awesome, bro.
Jay-Z gotta catch one.
Hey, can you guys give me 2 seconds? I'm getting a call from the kids. 2 seconds.
Oh no, we good here. We're good here. So we gonna wrap it up. If you want to do one quick plug before we go here. Oh, he already went to the. He was
His
telling
daddy
you.
life. He's
Oh,
like,
all right.
I'm out, bro.
Okay.
So yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there he is. He's
sorry.
back. Okay.
Yeah, now I'm back.
All right. So, but no, we about good here. I mean, we wanted to have this interview with you, and we look forward to having some more in the future. But again, let people know where you from and where you at. And
I think he's gonna be our video game guy.
He's gonna be. Oh yeah.
He's very
every video game segment, he will be involved.
He's very articulate.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Now, you know what else you guys said? Video games. I also have a gaming channel. It's called Iron Blood Gaming. In case you guys want to check me out on YouTube, I do reviews. I also do theories on Rick and Morty because I'm huge on that show. That show is amazing. But in case you guys want to see some video game stuff, it's Iron Blood Gaming on YouTube. For the tattoos, it's Iron Blood Tattoos across all social media. Again, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram is where my portfolio is. I'm located in Tampa, Florida, in case you guys want to visit me. And I will, every 6 months, be in Japan tattooing. I have 3 places to go. Okinawa, Tokyo, and Osaka, and well, I'm 4, and Yokohama, Japan. In case you guys are ever in Japan and want to look me up, that's my second home.
Every 6
You
months.
guys are more than welcome to come and look at your boy, holler at your boy, and, you know, anything you need, just hit me up.
Well, shit, Oscar, it's been a fucking pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah, for
and,
real. Just give us a little plug.
This segment for yourself, so you know it's going to be coming up, so you can re-listen to yourself, because, you know, everybody likes to hear themselves talk. So, yeah. It was great to have this phone interview because I know you're a busy man and everything, and we'll definitely be keeping in touch. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been Oscar with Iron Blood Tattoos, and look out because you're going to see some Blunt Sessions and Iron Blood Tattoo connections.
For real.
So shout out to
Thank
Mr.
you so
Oscar.
much, you guys.
And
I appreciate you guys for having me on. My humblest thanks to my boy, a.k.a. Bo McNasty.
we got a new one. All right, brother. Love you, man.
Have a great evening.
Thanks for coming on.
Have a good night.
You
All
too.
Right, later.
Peace.
Shout out to Oscar.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. Oscar from Iron Blood.
Tatos.
So he said all that to say this. This is Gamers Guide
Yep.
for all the gamers out there. Do a little
Exactly.
segment for y'all.
We're gonna have this week is RPGs.
Yeah.
So we're gonna say our, obviously, like you heard, best current, classic, overrated, and underrated.
Word.
So who shall pay tribute?
I
Go.
guess I'll do it, eh?
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
I'll pay tribute.
There you go.
better.
That's
There we
better.
go. So yeah, best current
Yeah.
for me is Elder Scrolls Online. It's solid. It's multiplayer. You can do basically whatever the fuck you want.
That's
You
always
only
what
have
makes a good
just
one.
the main, storyline quest that you go do every, I think it's like every 5 or 10 levels or some shit. But otherwise, you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. That's
know?
that's what always makes good.
Yeah, like that's the best shit. Like I can get out there, do what I want, and have a good time doing it.
Yup.
So, classic for me, Zelda, all day. Zelda, one of the best all-time RPGs.
Yeah.
I mean,
bro, Zelda's. You see the map they made?
yeah, it's just
Bro,
ridiculous, dude.
Zelda
like,
map,
the
that's
3D
crazy.
printed map, like that shit.
Yeah.
is hard. But
That's
and,
like that's like classically one of the toughest games ever made.
yeah, exactly. I mean, and a lot of people know it. People are familiar with it. It's just
Yeah.
a classic. And then underrated for me, this is a sleeper. You gotta get your PS1s out for this one. It's called Brave Fencer Musashi.
Ooh, I had that.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the only reason I played it, because he had it. I don't even think he really played it.
No, I didn't.
Like, he was one of those like impulse buys.
7 or Dragon Quest at that point.
This motherfucker had him, and these two, they got impulse issues with buying. Like, he's dead bad.
I'm the worst.
Yeah,
I'll buy a game
Sir's the
and
worst.
like put it this way: I bought the Star Wars Battlefront a month ago.
Haven't played it.
Didn't even. Bo was the first person to play it.
Yeah.
He came by. I want to play Star Wars. We had to wait. Oh, everybody knows we had to wait 2 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But,
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
like that, it was really underrated. Like, it was kind of like Zelda a little bit, but it was like, you know, it was a fun little samurai guy and shit. And it was a good game.
Yeah, sounds dope.
And then overrated though, and I'm gonna catch some flack for this shit. Overrated though, Final Fantasy X.
Thank you. I agree with you on that one.
Hands down. Like, for the gamers out there, true gamers, some of y'all hate me right now, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
They
shit,
got your head on a
way
pike.
overrated. Way overrated.
Yep.
7
Facts.
was better.
Hashtag facts.
7 was better. Even 8 and 9. I loved 9 actually, but 10 just way overrated. Too much. Couldn't do it. Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
Not at all?
Not even like that. It's a good game. I can't even say it's a good game. I don't know if it is or not. A lot of people liked it, so I guess it was. But for me, totally overrated.
Not at all. All right, who you got? Who you going to?
I'm gonna hit up Alfie, Mr. Latino Heat.
Okay. He's been waiting for this.
Yes, bro.
This is his moment.
Excited.
This is RPG King.
You see, I did that, right? You see, I did that. That was
The thing is, I have way too many things for this, but if we're gonna go by these rules that they set up,
Yeah.
my most recent one has to be World of Final Fantasy that I just got.
That's your best out right now.
Best out right now. Just the simple fact that it has a lot of nostalgia to it. You get all these little. It's like Pokemon with Final Fantasy, basically.
So for everybody, they get a chance to relive all the other Final Fantasies.
Exactly.
That's dope. I like when games do that stuff and they bring back all this. Like if they have a franchise and they bring back all the like old stuff.
yeah,
you know what I'm
Easter
saying?
egg type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
recognize.
and it's one of those games. It's a little cutesy, but you know
You
like
just
the
used the word
storyline.
cutesy.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd point that out. You used the word cutesy.
Yeah. Okay. Classic.
Classic.
Classic. It's a little hard because I started playing since like way back in the day. So, my classic to me would be Dragon Quest VIII on PlayStation 2.
Okay.
All right.
Just because of the graphics and just the storyline and
That's dope.
It's awesome.
I can give you that one.
Overrated. I'm going to catch a lot of slack for this because it used to be one of my favorite games of all time, and now it's kind of just sucks. World of Warcraft.
Wait, didn't you just say that was the best out right now? Oh no, you said Final Fantasy.
World of
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Dude.
World of Warcraft is overrated.
World of Warcraft is way overrated at this point. It was like,
Wow.
It pretty much died after Wrath of the Lich King to me.
Which is
Because
one
you
of the
started
expansions.
introducing
See, I don't
pandas.
play. Don't know.
That just completely destroyed it to me.
Bro, there's a whole lot of like glasses coming off right now.
Oh yeah.
People are
There's-
putting
no,
their glasses
seriously,
down,
it's way
taping up their hands.
Like, here's the thing.
Well
I started
played.
playing this December 2005 until now,
That's my man.
right? And to me, you earn your character when you play the game. This day and age, you got little kids just
Shoot,
jumping
that's
on
every
Daddy, buy
RPG
you
now,
a
bro.
boost to level
People
100.
people level up their characters just so they can sell them now.
Unless it's single player. Single
Yeah.
player is the only shit these days you gotta
Yeah.
actually, do.
All right, so
That's
underrated, Alf.
Underrated? Ooh. Honestly, I don't have an underrated one because it's hard to say.
There's not a game that you were playing that more people should play. Not at all.
Not at all.
That's
You
cool.
know what? I can't. I'll say Destiny.
Yeah,
But
I mean it's not really underrated, but I mean I get it. Like
I mean,
more,
to a lot of people, it's over. I mean, it's one of the best things out there. But to me, I've never been too heavy on shooting games,
the shooters.
and so this kind of hybrid RPG of shooting and stuff like that. It's pretty, but
I like that. It's pretty.
It's pretty. It's I'm
It's
done.
pretty. All
I'm
right.
gonna pass this on to K Swiss.
Okay. So my best current out right now. Jeez. I'm still gonna stick with DC. DC Universe Online is probably just the way that they did that, the way that they've done the